Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. They're about to enter the next chapter of their lives, and they're looking for ways to take Christ with them. High school seniors packed the Cathedral Basilica of St. James to celebrate Mass with Bishop Robert Brennan Friday. And as Jessica Easthope reports, they're looking toward the future with faith.
Hundreds of high school seniors all wondering how it'll be possible to keep their faith alive during college. Well, today they got some answers to their questions and tips from Bishop Robert Brennan.
Mary Lewis, oh, so good.
One by one, they were greeted by Bishop Brennan at a Mass of Thanksgiving celebrated just for them. 800 high school seniors ready to start their college careers with Christ in their hearts. But how will they do it? Many already have a plan in place.
Some campuses have churches close nearby, and I pray every day and I pray before I go to sleep, so I'm going to keep doing that.
Filtering out the bad from technology and social media is a burden for these students, which is why Bishop Brennan and Superintendent of Diocese of Brooklyn Schools, Deacon Kevin McCormick, gave some advice.
Young people today have the same challenges that I had growing up, but you magnify it exponentially because of the presence of social media, and it's tough. So that's why we need to find people who pick us up, lift us up.
The key for our Catholic graduates is take a breath and give praise to a God who's given us a wonderful new world to be part of. So many people say, oh, it's terrible, it was better in the old days. This is all we have. Let's make the most of it, and our kids are ready for it.
The Mary Lewis Academy senior Tahira Magnus isn't sure where she's headed just yet, but no matter the school, this Mass gave her a confidence boost.
I'm not a person that likes change, so hearing it from the bishop was nice to hear, and it was comforting. It's I'm not as scared as I was when I came here.
And Christ the King senior Michael Gariskel says he's sure of his Catholic identity now more than ever.
I feel very proud to be a Catholic. It made me feel a lot less anxious about college and everything like that, and it made me realize that I don't have to pretend to be somebody I'm not.
While there was no official how-to guide given out, students were given the campus ministry contacts for more than a dozen colleges in the area in this program. For many, graduation is just 8 weeks away. In downtown Brooklyn, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Students in Bay Ridge got a real-life history lesson on Wednesday, a personal account of one of the worst moments in world history. Emil Fish survived the Holocaust, and now he's sharing his story with the next generation. Students at St. Patrick Catholic Academy honored their guests by singing Shalom. Emil was just 9, living in Slovakia when his family was captured and taken to different concentration camps in Europe. He shared details of his time with the students who have been learning about the Holocaust in their classes. Each one took away a little piece of knowledge.
I think it's very important that these stories are spread so we don't repeat history and the same mistakes don't happen, and we could just get better as humans.
I feel like we should always take it seriously, that we shouldn't forget.
Emil is 89 years old and part of a population that is slowly dwindling. Currently, there are only about 245,000 survivors of the Holocaust still alive. And Emil says that's why he feels it's necessary to visit schools of all faiths.
I consider it as a privilege because I want them to understand the generation they live in, because they're the last generation and we're able to see it. And they are the people, the students who can do more about anti-biased people than anybody else.
St. Patrick's is currently planning a trip to the Holocaust Museum in Manhattan after Easter. Also on Wednesday, some 7th graders in Brooklyn served up a supper of support. The students at St. Mary Mother of Jesus Parish dished out soup, bread, and butter to around 200 guests, all to benefit the Catholic Near East Welfare Association, or CNEWA. The organization helps Eastern churches in crisis by providing food, shelter, and medicine. The president of CNEWA came to the dinner and told the guests about the work they're doing all over the world. If you're interested in sending your child to Catholic school, just visit CatholicSchoolsBQ.org or call 718-965-7380 for more information. Also tonight, the start of Holy Week is upon us. It kicks off Sunday at Grand Army Plaza, a flashback from the Bible.
When Jesus enters Jerusalem on the donkey, he's entering triumphant.
Tonight on Currents News, how you can join the Palm Sunday procession. That march has become a tradition for the Diocese of Brooklyn. Bishop Robert Brennan will lead dozens of pilgrims carrying palms to the Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph. Currents News' Katie Vasquez shows us the route they'll take.
It's a sight that has graced Grand Army Plaza for years. Dozens of Catholics taking to the streets of Prospect Heights to proclaim their faith during the Palm Sunday procession. It's become a staple for the Diocese of Brooklyn and a symbol of the sacrifice yet to come.
He paid the ultimate price to set us free. So going and processing through the streets is what we can do unafraid and unashamed. Am I going to have him handheld?
Ahead of the march, Father Torres took us through the procession's route. The faithful will travel down Vanderbilt Avenue and end at the Co-Cathedral of St. Joseph. For the first time, Net TV's live coverage will include a host, Father Torres, to guide viewers through the feast day.
We like to think of new ways, innovative ways, as to how we can bring the church and the faith closer to the viewers at home.
Palm Sunday reenacts Jesus' entrance into Jerusalem more than 2,000 years ago. The service includes a blessing of palms like the ones used to greet Jesus.
The palms represent eternal life, represents royalty, represents triumph. So when Jesus enters Jerusalem on the donkey, he's entering triumphant. This is the triumphant entrance of Christ.
Father Torres believes having the procession televised will be a bridge to guide those who have moved away from their faith.
Although we may be living in a chaotic world, whether in our personal life, in society, in our culture, that the Lord has conquered.
And help Catholics as they prepare for the bigger celebration, Christ's death and resurrection during Easter. In Prospect Heights, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
If you can't join the procession in person, you can watch it live right here on Net TV. That procession and Mass with Bishop Brennan will start at 12:45 on March 24th. As we mentioned, it kicks off a bunch of Holy Week liturgies, which you can also watch live on Net. On Tuesday, March 26th, Bishop Brennan will celebrate a Chrism Mass at 4:30. He'll then offer a Holy Thursday Mass on March 28th at 7:30. On March 29th, Good Friday, Bishop will celebrate a Way of the Cross at 10 a.m. and a Passion of the Lord at 3 p.m. Bishop Brennan will then celebrate the Easter Vigil on Saturday, March 30th at 7:30 p.m. and on Easter Sunday, Bishop will lead the 11 a.m. Mass. All of those masses will be airing live on Net TV. Just be sure to tune in right here to see them, plus so many more services Net TV will be broadcasting. Bishop Brennan is encouraging Catholics to prepare for Easter by going to confession, and people of faith will have plenty of opportunities on Reconciliation Monday. Most parishes in the Diocese of Brooklyn will have a priest available to hear confessions from 2 to 4 p.m. and from 6 to 9 p.m. on Monday, but those times and availability may change depending on the parish. To find a confessional near you, just go to dioceseofbrooklyn.org and click on the Parish Finder in the upper right-hand corner. One Diocese of Brooklyn parish is already in the Easter spirit. Our Lady of Grace held an egg hunt and Easter fair over the weekend. The event included vendors, raffles, and the Easter Bunny, of course. The Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts helped make it happen by sponsoring all the food and helping set up. 2 tables at the Easter Fair also belong to the Columbiettes, an organization of women who work with the Knights of Columbus, supporting charities and Catholic communities. Before we go, is your parish holding special Holy Week or Easter celebrations? Well, we want to hear from you. Just email us the photos or videos at newstips@desalesmedia.org. You can also call us with any story ideas on our 24-hour number, 718-517-3122. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
At St. Bartholomew's in Elmhurst, young people are practicing their faith.
Come on, you got this, you got this.
And sports.
Be strategic, be strategic.
Meet the woman who acts as teacher,
The hand.
and coach.
Creating a space where they're also comfortable to explore their faith, ask questions, and at the same time have some fun. build friendship, and do it through sports.
How Angelica Taveras makes up the pulse of the parish, Wednesday on Currents News.